Hi, everyone. Lindsay from Open Lines Marketing, still ranting about social media. So the thing I want to talk about today is actually a little bit of a defense of LinkedIn. Because if you follow me, if you've been watching for a minute, then you know I've got almost nothing good to say about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. We can talk about TikTok too. All that is what I have to say about it. Here's why I think LinkedIn, especially if you are B2B business, but just for a human, why is it different? Even though, listen, it has a lot of the same problems as other social media platforms, right? It's got this, like, your organic reach is not great. They're going to disincentivize linking and third-party posting tools. And I mean, you'll see, here's like a hot tip, right? One of the things that you'll notice, I have a huge problem with social media platforms owning my content first, right? So guess what? When I have an article, when I want to write a blog, I got something to say, I post it first on my website, then I copy it in its entirety, post it as an article on LinkedIn with a little byline that says this content was originally posted at openlines.co. Because guess what? I want my content, I want Google's crawler, I want anybody who encounters it to know that it belonged to me first, and then I shared it with LinkedIn. And so that way I can get the same message, I can get that content to my networks through LinkedIn, through sharing and posting and all that kind of stuff. But the content belongs to me first, so it doesn't disappear into the ether. So that's just like a tiny little, sweet little tactic for LinkedIn, just as a gimme. But here's the bottom line, right? If anyone is using LinkedIn, the incentive is to behave respectfully and with integrity. And bottom line, if you are lying, it is gonna backfire. If you are showing up there not as your authentic self, you are gonna be found out, because this is your career, right? Like, when you think about the persona who is on LinkedIn, like, this is your actual job. And so if you make shit up and then it turns out not to be true, it's not gonna reflect well in your timeline, or it's not going to reflect well on your profile. If you engage with people in damaging ways, if you behave without integrity, if you're hurtful, guess what? It's going to show, and nobody's going to want to hire you. So everybody is on their best behavior. And that helps me feel like it's a safe space. And I know a lot of that is my privilege. It's not as safe for others as it is for me. And I'm trying to stretch those boundaries a little bit. But I did feel like, in the midst of all this ranting, I just want to offer up just a little defense of LinkedIn, because yeah, the business model is the same. It's got a lot of the same problems. But there's a lot of the problems the other platforms have that LinkedIn just doesn't have. So that's why you find me here. Would love to talk to you more about it. Get into the comments or DM me. Go search for the social media solution on Open Line so that you can learn more about my course, how I will change the way you think about social media marketing for your business. That's it for now. Until next time, keep up the good work.